Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Font, and this will be your Venus in Libra tarot reading. On Monday, October 13th at 5:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus will move into her home sign of Libra. One of her home signs, the other being Taurus, okay? So, yeah, I'm doing this on Monday. Y'all was supposed to get something on Saturday. I was so tired from all that traveling. I was knocked. Okay, I couldn't do anything. Okay, and so here I am. And so you're getting this a little early because the end of the month is going to kick up. Okay, astrologically, things are going to kick up. So we got to stay focused. We got to stay on the path. Okay. Hopefully y'all couldn't hear that. I don't know what is happening outside, but we're gonna move on. Okay, today we will be using the Ancient Marseille Tarot deck. Okay, the OG Italian, not the French Marseille. Okay, I'm here, you're here, Frankie is here, and it is officially spooky season. Oh, can't you tell? Okay, so let's do this. Definitely don't want to keep y'all long on today, but that's never. Oh, I don't know the theme. I haven't had time to even think about that. Okay. Oh, the Fool, we're going on a journey. We are just exercising our free will and ability to say no, to say yes, to take agency and be autonomous and do what we want to do, go where we want to go. Okay? Note this Fool is not on the edge of a cliff. He's not on the precipice. He is just walking along on his journey. Okay? And in the Marseille Tarot deck, the Fool comes after the World card. Okay, because the World card is like, congratulations, you successful, you made it. But boom, the journey starts over. You start back at zero. That's the full circle, full 360 cipher, right? And so here we are, starting again. Is this your journey? Your love journey? Your love story? Okay. The Fool loves adventure, and not, I was gonna say exuberance, but you have to be exuberant. Enthusiastic. He loves adventure. I mean, he is just excited. Okay, for whatever is to come, good or bad. Okay. Got the little dog with him. This look like a cat though, but you know, it is what it is. Where are we going? Ooh, we're off to see the Empress. We gotta go see a woman about a horse. Fertility, growth, progress, creativity, love journey. Your person is waiting. This connection. Why am I doing a love reading? I mean, yeah, it's Venus and Libra, but that doesn't necessarily mean love. Okay, it doesn't mean like, it just means Libra is just about like relationship, just like connection, not specifically romance. Okay. But we got the Empress here. Okay. She chilling on her throne, waiting to get got. And she has the Phoenix here, indicating some form of transition, some type of awakening, a rebirth, because you know the Empress is mother. Okay. There's been a rebirth. You double it back on for somebody, or maybe they'll double back for you. I don't know. I'm not big on the double back. That's never been my thing. But to each his own. Okay. But this Empress here with this Phoenix shield, her protection. Oh, so maybe she wasn't in a place, or you weren't in a place where you felt like you were necessarily ready for relationship, be that friendship, or romantic relationship. But now that the phoenix has risen, healed, the wounded healer, you are prepared. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Maybe you might have a more healthy perspective on relationship now. You know how to weigh the pros and cons. You know what is worth compromising and what's not. You understand the importance of balance and equity. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All major arcana so far? No biggie. No biggie. Okay, Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse. Okay, it doesn't mean bad luck. It just means your luck could have been better. Okay? So, I would take this as things have already, they always say what goes up must come down, but things are already down. So, there's nowhere to go but up from here. You're literally got the phoenix right here on your chest. Okay? Evolution. You've evolved. You've grown. Okay? And so now, obviously, if you're being reborn, you coming out the ashes, there's literally nowhere else to go physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. Nowhere else to go but up. Okay? There's nowhere else to go but up. And 10 is the completion. New beginning, ending. 1, 0. We already talked about having completed the full 360 because we're starting off with the Fool, which comes after the what? World card. Okay? All right. I would say maybe you or someone is not as excited, but maybe it's not necessarily a big deal. The wheel represents Jupiter. Jupiter is, big, big, big. Go big or go home. Maybe you don't want to go big because you went big last time and you learned from that. And so now you just want to kind of keep it cute, keep it minimal, intimate. Because that's what they say when something is when it's small. If you're in a small crowd, it's an intimate show or something like that. Okay? Okay, I like that. I wonder if we're going to get major again. Nope. 2 of Wands, baby. 2 of Wands. You have a choice. You have a choice. Are you going to follow your heart, follow your passion, and do what you really want to do? Or are you just going to keep doing what you've been doing, which is nothing? I'm trying to think, how do I want this spread to go? Oh, I know what I can do, what we can do. Boom. 2. Let me see something real quick. All right. 2 of Wands. We're looking at opposites. So that would mean that's not what I was looking for. Okay, are you going to go where your passions is leading you into the land of wonderment and enchantment? Or are you just going to allow yourself to suffer again? Are you going to allow yourself to continue suffering, walking this path alone as the fool you are, walking right past the Empress, okay, going on the wheel with the rest of the monkeys, Joining the circus. Ooh. You are the fool. Y'all know, when you see the spread, you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, we're gonna make it like a little pyramid, okay? The Empress side is how you follow your passion, your heart, your creativity. The Wheel of Fortune side, are you going to continue to have bad luck? Are you going to continue to suffer, to cause yourself pain and just go through it? But it's like optimism, pessimism. Glass half full, glass half empty. Full life, no life, low life. Okay? Okay. Okay. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put this here in the middle as well. Okay. Okay. So let's see where we go from here. Where do we go from here? My husband was so much better. The star. Star card is in reverse. Show it to you upright with a little sensory. Star is, yes, about hopes, dreams, wishes come true. The star card is also about loss. Okay? Sometimes we just got to take the L and move on. And that's what you did. That's how you healed. This was your healing process. You had to detach from the loss, from the failure. You got to take this L on the chin and keep it pushing. Oh, man, I'm going to really have to change up the daggone spread. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I like that. But, yes, you are healed. Okay, that is... Okay, now I got it. You are healed. You took that L on the chin, okay? You took it, you processed it, you healed from it. Now you're ready to move on. Great. Love that for you guys, okay? We sometimes will have to detach from our losses. We have to we just got to be cut and dry. You got to be black and white. You can't hold on to that forever. You can't internalize it. You can't take it personal. Okay, mistakes, losses, that's just part of life. It's going to happen. So how you handle that, how you react to a loss, okay, gives you an idea of where you are, as far as your self-awareness, your self-authenticity. Are you allowing yourself the freedom to be upset, to feel the feelings and then move on? Or are you pushing down the feelings only for them to come out later in unhealthy fashion? Okay, but the star does represent Aquarius. That's where I got the detachment, the independence, the autonomy, the quirkiness, the weirdness. Like, some people might think that you, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good, because they assume that you're supposed to be more brokenhearted. You're supposed to be more destitute. You're supposed to be more shrunken from this experience. Okay, but that shows you and others how much you've grown. Okay, because they're expecting you to react in how you normally would, but you're not doing that, and so it's weird to them. But you're okay. You're okay. It's like evil mad scientists. It's like, I'm all right. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Because you already know where you're going. You already know you on the path. You already know this is just one L. Take it on chin. Boop. Keep going. You already on your way to the next thing. Usually you stay there a little longer, so they kind of confused. But it's okay. They'll be confused. They'll be like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. And they'll move on with you. Okay? Okay. And I just realized I said glass half full, glass half empty with the star card and the two vases. And in that card, both of the vases are she emptying them with water. Emptying the water out, rather. Ooh. Fell right on the Knight of Swords in reverse. Ha. You don't know anything. You don't have any clarity. You are confused. You are living in the gray. That's why the horse is even gray. Oh my gosh. Because y'all know the horses be black, white, or I think one of the horses might be brown. I think the Knight of Wands horse is brown. Ain't gray horse. You don't know nothing. You don't know what's going on. You feel stupid. You feel stupid. But you're not. You're not. Okay, even if you're on this pessimistic, glass half empty side, you can cross over at any time. You have the free will, remember? And that means vice versa too. Just because you want to up and up right now, you got this positive attitude, don't mean that you won't be met with other challenges to knock you off your course. Okay? But this Knight of Swords, you don't know anything. You're still in the dark. Okay? It's a fog. It's a little confusing. Because this is on the 13th. Neptune is about to go back into Pisces, so we're probably in the shadow period, which is why it's a little, or we're going to be in the shadow period. That's why it's a little, as well. And Pluto will be direct, okay, in Aquarius. So Aquarius, okay, we just talked about it. Depths, right? We talked about, the Phoenix. That's Scorpio too. All right, and then Mercury going into Sag at the end of the month. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Everybody popping up because we're starting off with the new moon. I'm doing this reading. Full is new moon and full moon, I believe. But we starting off with the Fool. Okay, but anyway, I'm just throwing it out there. All the confirmations. Okay, in case you missed it. If you're getting some other kind of confirmation, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Okay. But yeah, Knight of Swords over there, y'all, and you in the gray, you in the fog. You gonna get clarity though. I got a feeling you gonna get some clarity. What we got here? Boom. Judgment. And it did come out in reverse. I was gonna not say that, but it is. And it's just so crazy. Look at the people at the bottom. Look how she's looking at him. He just can't believe that the blessings just come down, rain down. And she just like, just pray. Like, I'm used to it. Like, this is how, this is what blessed people do. This is actually the Empress and the Fool. Because the Star card is the Empress once you take off all of her stuff. Her regalia. Okay? Once she took off all her regalia, she's the Star. Okay? She out back getting water. Okay? So, the Empress is looking at the Star Empress. We can call her the Star Empress. Is looking like, keep your eyes on the prize, i.e. me. Didn't you come through this whole journey? That's your problem now. That's your problem now. Looking up. And let me tell you, this angel looks so tired. Oh my gosh. But let me see. Because at the end of the day, we all have to atone for our sins. We all gonna be judged, but nobody likes to be judged. I mean, we judge anyway. Anytime you make a comment about anything, even if you say something, oh, I like your dress, that's judging. It's just, it's called a compliment. Never thought about that, did ya? And this is 20. And we already got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I think. Oh. He's looking up because everything has been going so badly for him. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. And now he's looking up and see Judgment like, oh my gosh. Like, am I going to be judged fairly? Am I going to be judged equally? Like coming into relationship, right? Connection. Because we talked a lot about Scorpio. That is also, even though it's, Libra. But Scorpio is all about merging, like to become one, right? And so that is what happens when people pass away. Okay, we talked about death and rebirth. Is when your physical body, okay, is done coming together. Your consciousness and spirit. Spirit is consciousness, or is consciousness spirit? We don't even know. We don't even know. My God. But I feel like this is because this is the Trump is going off. You're supposed to be going to the gates and all of that stuff. Yeah. When you get to the gate, what are they gonna say about me? The person whose life has been so bad, they're probably gonna assume I had a bad life, so maybe I'm a bad person. And that's not necessarily true. Just because all of this stuff is happening to you, I know people say, oh, you attract what you are and birds of a feather. That is true. But also, two things can be true simultaneously. Okay? We also attract experiences that we need to challenge ourselves to grow, be better, be happier, be smarter, be wiser. And this side, the fool has not been doing that. The fool has not been doing that. You've been making mistakes because you're a fool. You are a fool. Let's see. Let's just read the fool. Let's just read the fool. Let's read the fool. Okay. Fool comes before the world card, my bad. Folly, extravagance, delirium, and I'd say confusion, frenzy, intoxication, negligent, absent, careless, apathetic, vain. All of that. Vanity. Isn't that one of the deadly sins? Apathy, carelessness. You cannot afford, none of us can afford to be apathetic, careless, negligent, absent. We cannot afford it the way politics are moving today. I know. You can't afford it. I know we ain't supposed to point, but I'm pointing. I'm pointing to you. Viewer, I'm pointing to you. You and you too. Okay? You too. All of y'all can get it for real. But that is why you keep failing. You're supposed to be learning from these experiences and you just not even paying attention. And you just just going through life like a fool. So when you get here, you think, oh my gosh, all this bad stuff happened in my life. Does that mean I'm a bad person? No, it does not. Okay? And the same thing on the other side. Balance. Okay? Now I see we're not even talking about Libra, but you got to talk about both sides of the spectrum. Okay? Just because all of this great stuff happens to you in your life, maybe born into a family with money, you college for free, didn't even have to go to college, you got job lined up, whatever, never been in a car accident, never broke a bone, never been in a bad relationship, never been cheated on, blah, 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 never had baby daddy, baby mama, whatever you think is good luck to you. Okay, just because all of that great stuff happened to you, okay, and life was smooth, you didn't have no issues, that does not mean you can't find yourself in hell. Okay, hell on earth. Okay, hell is here on earth. Ask the people who is on the other side of the spectrum, and the other people. Ooh, okay, that's the theme. Heaven and hell on earth. Ooh. Because life is what you make it. Good things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. But at the end of the day, only your God is going to judge you. It doesn't matter what other people think. about how you lived your life. It doesn't matter what they have to say or whatever dirty looks they're giving you. There is only one judge, and it ain't in the courtroom. Woo. I'm going to just do 2 more cards to connect these 2 sides. Okay? I don't even know if I want to count that. I'll count that. Oh, 2 cards came out. The first card that came out, just for reference, King of Swords. Somebody just learned something. Okay, our brains just grew. And then we got Page of Swords. Now that we just learned something, we got to go out there in the world, okay, and practice what we preach. Why is this card? Oh, because I just put it in wrong. And then we got, what is this? 6 of Pentacles. Share the knowledge. But we're going to do one more. That's not what I wanted to do, but y'all making me do it. The cards. I'm keeping both of those. Bump all that. The Papash and the Pope. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, MFers. Oh my gosh. We started off with the Fool and the Empress. And through those trials and tribulations, they grew together and they became so spiritually aware, so anointed. Okay, these are the secret keeper and the teacher, the mystery. That was just crazy. That was crazy. I can't wait for y'all to see the spread. Because the Fool, I think some of y'all might have even broken up with someone. Or broken off from a partnership. Maybe you leaving your co-workers or friendship breaking. I don't know. But you will find each other again. Because the Fool is literally walking away from the Empress. Goes on this crazy journey to become the Pope. And the Empress is like, well, since you left me, I ain't got nothing else to do but work on myself, because that's what women do. Black women, if break up with us, we'll have a PhD by tomorrow night, bitch. Don't play with me. I got 3 degrees. Okay? We gonna let's just do. We did the Fool. So we probably should do the Empress. Let me just do the Empress real quick. We're going to do the Empress for context. We did the Fool. And let's do the Empress. Fruitfulness, action, the unknown, doubt, light, truth. Okay? Clandestine. Clandestine. Haven't heard that word probably since I don't even know. And not me. I was talking about politics only to get a text from a politician, because my state is voting next month. Oops, hope you didn't hear. What am I looking up for? Clandestine. Kept secret or done secretively. Oh. Alright, so boom, check it. Boom, check it. Boom, check it. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go. Let me cook. That's my new shit. Fool and Empress break up. He goes off and drinks himself, intoxication, into a delirium, into a bewilderment, a frenzy. He became negligent, careless, apathetic, vain. Meanwhile, after the breakup, the Empress took action, okay, and didn't tell nobody what she was doing. She kept it on the low. Okay? Now let me go to the star. The Empress, she understood that it was a loss. She felt abandoned because it came out of nowhere. He just left out of nowhere because that's what the fool do. He just up and do whatever he want whenever he get ready. So that's what she did. She healed. She worked through it. Okay. She felt abandoned by the loss. Yeah. The fool, I mean, no clarity, foggy, bad luck, all the stuff. And through when they come back together on Judgment Day, and they realize like nobody's bigger than the program. And so from that, she learned that the future is yet unrevealed. Wisdom through silence. And when I say the future as yet unrevealed, because that's literally what it says, but I say that to mean you don't know what the future holds. She thought it was over. She thought she was never going to see the fool again, and she did on Judgment Day. And this fool then became the damn Hierophant. Hierophant symbolizes marriage. But mercy, goodness. Because at Judgment Day, God, Source, Allah, Universe showed the fool some mercy. Okay, for all his mistakes, showed that fool some mercy. He became inspired. And now he is overkind. Like, very good person. He's like super kind. He's like the person she needed him to be from the beginning. Don't play with me, y'all. That was powerful. That was crazy. Okay. Well, I know this one was good. And it was definitely the reason why I had to skip past the new moon reading to get to this. So, let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you got anything you want to share, be my guest. See you next time. Peace.